Oi bro, why are you attaching an AirTag to your head? Cause I keep losing my mind. Ah, 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 ah. Oh wait. Run that intro. So today we have the AirTags here, Apple's latest addition to their vast ecosystem. Basically another Apple product you probably didn't know you needed, but now that Apple has released it, you probably want one. Anyways, let's have a look at what's inside the box. Honestly, unboxing tech products, or maybe it's Apple products in particular, has become my favorite thing to do. There's just something about pulling that tab or breaking that seal that brings joy to me. So I had the choice of getting either one AirTag for £29 or the pack of 4 for £99. And I went with the pack of 4 just because I think it makes more sense to me. I don't know what I'm going to attach all of them to, but I'm sure I'll figure that out. Also, we have here the leather keyring, because typical Apple, they always make you buy something extra. The AirTags don't have a hole in them, so if you want to attach them to something, you have to have this keychain, which Apple will conveniently sell to you for £35, which is funny because that's even more expensive than the AirTag itself. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so let's set it up. The setup process for the AirTag is very simple. Once you take off the protective wrapping, which also doubles as the battery tab, the AirTag will make a noise. Then all you need to do is place it near your iPhone or your iPad, and then a pop-up will immediately appear. You can then select the name you want for it. In my case, I'm attaching it to my keys, so I'll select keys. You can also choose a custom name if you want to. After that, you just click done, and once you open the Find My app, it will be there to find. Okay, now for the exciting part, the demo. Let's actually see them in action. So imagine you can't find your keys. Where are my keys? There are two ways to find it. Either you use the Find My app to make the AirTag play a sound, and then you can use your super hearing senses to zone in on the location and find it. Or you can use what Apple call precision finding, where if you're close enough, your phone will give you the exact directions to find the AirTag. It's actually so sick. And it's so fun, I can't lie. I feel like I might just start misplacing my keys intentionally now. Anyways, the next thing we need to talk about is how does it work? The AirTags themselves don't have GPS. They rely on other Apple devices, which they then use to ping their location off of using Bluetooth. So as far as there's an Apple device close to your AirTag, whether it's your Apple device or not, the AirTag would use that Apple device to update its location. And because of how many Apple devices there are around us in the world, in the street, around you, it's such an insanely powerful network for the AirTags to tap into. And that's Apple's biggest strength against all its competitors. Also, the AirTags use this tiny 3-volt battery that is user replaceable, and Apple claims it will last you a year of active use. Your iPhone will tell you when you need to replace these devices, so you don't need to be worried that it would die when you're not aware. Also, the AirTags are IP67 water and dust resistant. That means it can survive being dropped in a puddle for a short period of time. Next, let's talk about what is probably the most important part: security and safety. Because of how simple and efficient these AirTags are, if they fall into the wrong hands, it can be quite dangerous. But Apple has put some precautions in place. So for example, if someone wants to put an AirTag in your bag, if you have an Apple device, it would notify you that there's an AirTag that has been following you and the owner of that AirTag is not close by. So you can then choose to deactivate the AirTag or take whatever actions necessary. The downside to that, however, is if you're an Android user, you wouldn't know there's an AirTag following you or an AirTag that has been placed to track you unless you physically find that AirTag yourself. And then once you tap it with your NFC enabled device, you'll then be given instructions on how to deactivate it. But I mean, from Apple's perspective, it's just business.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
In conclusion, these are really cool devices and Apple has clearly put a lot of thought into them. They can be used in many ways and you can attach them to almost anything or anyone. But personally, I would advise you don't give one to your partner because you usually do end in tears. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I plan to do a more in-depth review of these once I get to use them for a longer period of time. So please subscribe, share and like the video. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. But you know the vibes. Stay light and stay jiggy. Safe.